So walk me through the calculus and how you came to this decision.
Well, it certainly had nothing to do with being first. What it had to do with was declaring a climate emergency in May of 2019, and then recently in January, taking that climate emergency into a framework for our city to move forward to get to being carbon neutral in 2030. So one of the things that we had started in 2019 was to put a moratorium on new gas stations. And as we looked through that, we saw that banning new gas stations and expansions of the existing gas stations would be a feasible thing to do, because we have 16 gas stations in our city of roughly over 60,000 people, none of which is more than 5 miles away from anybody who's driving at 25 miles an hour.
Walk me through how this has been received by the public so far. And I imagine that the concentration of EVs in the area is probably already higher than, say, the national average, right?
I think you're right about that. I don't know the exact number, but I have heard nothing negative from anybody in our community, either by phone call, email, text, anything.
So, Mayor,
do you think the states...
Go ahead, Carl.
I'm sorry, Mayor. Do you believe the state's plan so far, as we know it, is reasonable, at least on the time frame?
Do I think the state's plan? I'm not sure what
California.
Yeah, California is moving in the same direction. I think they have shifted to 2030 as well.
Mayor, I'm just curious, how much is a gallon of gas in Petaluma? And I would imagine you probably took that into account, this idea of limiting or banning new gas stations, what that's actually going to do to the price of gas in the meantime, given the fact that we are still early stages of EV adoption.
The price has gone up, I think, statewide, probably even nationally, I've been reading. But it's in the high $3, maybe even up to $4 a gallon.
Mayor, how many of these stations over time do you see transitioning to places where people can charge their electric vehicles? And do you have a plan, or is this part of some sort of a plan of making that transition?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That is one of the paths that we have given our gas stations, is that they can expand by including EV chargers and, with a conditional use permit, hydrogen chargers. So we have a number of EV chargers in our town and in our county in general, but level 3, which are the fast chargers, are something that we need more of, and there's absolutely a demand for that, and we really do hope that these stations do make that transition.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.